Good, sort of mid to late afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. This is Lounging with Lisa, the video series that has me lounging while coming at you with thoughts of the day, trying to get my peace sign necklace in order. Darn it! Lordy. Anyhow, I just thought I'd drop in and show my face. I pulled my hair up and stuff. I was a mess earlier. Not that I'm totally together now. Just thought I'd swing in. But, I got most of my tasks accomplished today, even vacuumed. And I want to talk to you a little bit about something that I just declared to my girlfriend, Judith M. Villeneuve of Maine. She's probably clutching her pearls and is going to get in her vehicle and come down here and give me a lecture because I told her that I'm not going to discourage people from voting, but I personally, like I have any kind of hold on society where I could do that. God, I wish I did. Anyhow, I personally will not be voting unless, I'm talking about for like major candidates, unless a person runs as an independent third-party person. No more voting for Democrats and Republicans, ladies and gentlemen. Why would I do that? Why would I support in any way, shape, or form the duopoly of the filthy political system which has been in play for years? Why are we in the state that we're in right now? Because of the Democrats and Republicans. That's why. I mean, it's clear as a bell. I'm sorry, there's a fly that's madly in love with my leg. Probably because I ran out of razors a while back and I haven't shaved, so they probably are mating with the hair on my leg. So, at any rate, yes, I will not be doing that, and I'm not the first. Clearly, I'm kind of stealing the language of somebody I admire a great deal, which would be Jesse Ventura. He will not vote for Democrats or Republicans. Now, at first, during this last election cycle, he was kind of promoting Gary Johnson, but in the end, he voted for Dr. Jill Stein. Which brings me to this, just a little bit more about the Young Turks, because, I used to be a big fan, and they were a stepping stone and all that. Hats off to them for that, but lately, I'm not involved with them anymore, except for Jimmy Dore. Because he speaks truth to power and all that crap. So, and I used to be excited about this at first, ladies and gentlemen. Anybody who knows me might remember the day that they decided to come out with this Justice Democrat thing, where they support candidates. I'm talking about the Young Turks. They support candidates who don't take corporate money, and they have a whole list of things that, you have to be on board with and this and that before they will support you and help you to run and all that. And I was really thrilled and, blah, blah, blah. And then it lasted maybe a week or so. And then I got to Jesus, Mary and Joseph, as Mother used to say. I got to thinking about how weird that really is. If you're a news organization, and that's what they claim to be, the largest independent media outlet on the globe, I think they are. Although Alex Jones might beg to differ, but we'll let them fight it out or spit it out or whatever. What is the deal with this fly? Okay. If you're any sort of news organization or claiming to be independent or against corporate media or can't stand the fact that corporate media always gets in bed with establishment politicians and helps them along either with, the fly landed on my phone, either with free advertising or, just having them on all the time or whatever, you should not be supporting any candidate or starting up any kind of thing, Justice Democrats or otherwise. You're supposed to be a journalist who takes them to task or reports on, the nitty-gritty of every politician. How can they do that when they're literally supporting them? It doesn't make any sense. Not to mention, but clearly I'm going to, that Jank and that whole crew, they live out in L.A. California is a blue state, bluer than blue. I'm blue than blue, sadder than sad. Okay. He really could have, if he wanted to, because it wasn't a swing state, it was going to go to Hillary. He could have come out and supported Jill Stein. The real progressive is my point. Say what you want about Jill. You might not like her. That's not the point. The point is, if you claim to be a total progressive, and really, Dr. Jill Stein's platform was extremely progressive, more so than Bernie's was, then it would seem to reason if you live in a solidly blue state that's going to go to our dear sweet Hillary anyway, why not just support Dr. Jill Stein? they have a major influence on a lot of younger people, probably under 25, I think, is their audience mainly. So they went for Hillary and I just, they didn't need to do it. People in the state of Pennsylvania where I live, some of us, felt we had to do it because everybody was terrified of Trump. But if you lived in a non-swing state, ladies and gentlemen, go do what you want to do. You know what I'm saying? So what else? What else can I say? Yeah, I think, well, I'm not going to name names, but a friend of mine is a little bit worried about me because he or she thinks that I might, what did he or she say? They sent me a message, it was very sweet, and said, I'm just concerned that you are taking Donald Trump's side or something. And I said, I'm on the side of justice, ladies and gentlemen. I hope that comes through in my videos. If not, if I die, drop dead right now, please, on my tombstone, write it on my tombstone, that at least I tried to be justice-minded. Not a Justice Democrat, though. Yeah, because this was all about the Russia thing, which I'm not going to start into. I'm not. You can look at my other videos if you so desire, or look up Ray McGovern, who, it's just evident now. But anyhow, in terms of the Russia deal, yes, I'm going to stick up for Donald Trump because this is some sort of silent coup to get rid of the president. And I do not support Donald Trump's, what are they called? Policies. At all. Please, I do not. I mean, maybe one or something. I can't even think of one offhand, okay? If he would have kept his promise about the foreign, wars and things, that I would have been okay with it. So, again, I'm not in love with his policies by any stretch of the imagination. But I am going to stick up for anybody that they're trying to oust under false pretense, under bogus reasons. Say they were going after him for this emoluments clause deal, where you can't, I don't know how it actually reads or anything, ladies and gentlemen. I haven't studied it. But I think the basic bottom line of it is that you can't profit as president from being president. You can't profit from like foreign. I'm gonna have to get up and I guess I won't have to let Todd in the house. And he could be doing that through his business dealings and whatnot. So, like legitimate things like that would be okay, but not on some bogus collusion. Now I understand this Mueller, Mueller, who has his own problems. Very easy to find, extremely easy to find dirt on that man. It seems that he's now just going to go back in time and look at, did Donald Trump ever lease an apartment in one of his buildings or a condo to a Russian? Or, it's just, how far is this going to go? Is it ever going to freaking end? I cannot deal. So I really can't deal with this fly all over the place. So at any rate, I guess that's the end of that segment right now. The reason why this came to light actually is because Judith M. Villeneuve, Maine, the first part that I talked about the Justice Democrats, she sent me a video. It was actually good. It was Nina Turner, who I really admire greatly, and Roe, somebody, I can't pronounce his last name. Roe is his first name. And they were kind of talking about who would be better in 2020, Bernie Sanders or this Camilla Harris person who, come on, okay. Let me just say a word about her quickly. Clearly, I'd be for Bernie if that were the case, but he'd have to be third party. I'm sorry. This Harris chick, from the research I've done, well, first of all it took was just 1 minute clip of a video or something investigating her. All of Hillary Clinton's donors are madly in love with her, and they want her to run. So, boom, it's over. That's all I need, ladies and gentlemen. I mean, please. Plus, I think she was the Secretary of State out in California, if I'm not mistaken. I know my friend Robin, my girlfriend Robin, who claims to be liberal, but she doesn't like PC stuff. I don't know any liberal that likes PC stuff. We'll get on that in a minute. I think she was Secretary of State. She had the chance. Yeah, she had to have been. She had the chance, or maybe she was the Attorney General. Whatever. She was something in California, or still is. She had the chance to do something about that Mnuchin, Minnesotan, whatever his name is. I am so thorough, aren't I? With the banking crisis and all that jazz, and she did nothing. So that was kind of a big strike. A lot of the progressives didn't like her, or the libertarians, or, people like that. So what was I going to say now about the PC? Okay, here's the deal. You know that I greatly admire this Mike Rivero. What really, so much that I can't pronounce his last name. The show What Really Happened, under the Ron Gibson YouTube channel at 5 o'clock Eastern. But he is, I don't know. Okay, this fly is going to drive me to drink. I might have to sign off. Now, where was I? Mike Rivera. Oh, every day, he doesn't dwell on this, but every day there's some news item about transgender and what they're going to start teaching 3-year-olds about, sex changes or whatever the case may be. I mean, that might be a little drastic. I don't know if that's really a headline, but I don't understand why Rivera doesn't see this himself. I'm going to call him Rivera, I think. Why doesn't Mike see this himself? Because that it's a wedge issue. I don't get it. It's not. Don't people understand that these things are put into play to keep us divided and fighting about stuff that affects, 3% of the population considers himself to be transgender? My friend Robin will let me know because, as I said, liberal, doesn't like PC, lives in California, and she's a member of the community. I think that's what they say, the LBGTQLNXY community. I just think it's a wedge issue. The whole thing, like when Trump came out tweeting about the transgender and the military, first of all, there's no action you can take by way of Twitter, ladies and gentlemen, come on. And, so this just got people to focus on other things on that for probably a whole news cycle, while meanwhile they're doing dirty dealings in the Congress to, I don't know, get rid of the Clean Water Act or something. I just made that up. I'm not, I don't think they really got rid of the Clean Water Act. I wouldn't be surprised if they do that next. So I think that clears it up. My goodness. Oh, look, it looks like I have a little bistro out here now. I'll just show you what I did. I don't know if it's going to look. Remember that table? I'm still going to paint it. But for now, I just put a tablecloth on it. And it looks like I'm ready to have some sort of an Italian dinner out here. Perhaps with a Cocker Spaniel, and we can eat spaghetti together. Okay. Lounging with Lisa, the video series that has me lounging while coming at you with thoughts of the day. And please, oh, by the way, I do look like William F. Buckley. Yeah. How he used to lean over, remember? Okay. Once again, Lounging with Lisa, the video series that has me lounging while coming at you with thoughts of the day. Please join together with me. Join together with, really, Judith M. Villeneuve, Maine, and other people. Drop your political identities. We can talk about issues and focus on issues, how to help other people. And perhaps we can make this world worth a living in. Okay, yeah, I know that I ended the sentence in a proposition or a preposition or whatever it's called, proposition. How much you charging? All right, love you, bye.